time, the rematch of Sandstorm versus Impala here in the Elim quarters.
All right, so Impala on that trademark Kaya. Sandstorm breaking out the Arcadia for this tournament and has been playing it to maximum efficiency.
And at that, he's had a lot more time to get the Greatsword warmed up. Because earlier it was looking at, oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. Impala also cooking over here with the spear. I thought he was going to get a little bit more out of that, but it was looking good. And the theme of the day again is D-Sig, and we're going to be seeing a whole lot more of that.
Yeah, oh yeah. That's going to be a big thing to get out over in this matchup, particularly during edge guards. It is very difficult to contest it from that position. You really just got to pick your spots and hope for the best.
Yeah, it's incredible stall too, because you see how he used it a second ago. We was trying to stall, play around and wait. But Impala striking first and fast to get the first stock.
Yeah, and now we're going to see Impala gets to kind of set up. He got the weapon starve. Wow, Sandstorm just knocking him off stage. Not even going to have to think about it.
Sandstorm just looking for one good mistake. There you go. That is a confirm off of that. So you have to be very careful as you play around that too. And the neutral stick, he actually didn't use that much in that previous set. I think I saw it maybe a collective total of 1 time. So here comes the late game conditioning.
Yeah, that's where it becomes really interesting because that neutral signature, you know, you can just tap it and it's just that nice stab straight up. But if you charge it, she will actually take flight and go up into the air with it.
Yeah, neutral sig, that would make Jala proud. And that is definitely an option that you might want to use more often because Impala has been pretty comfortable with jumping over. But here we go. Here's the fear of the potential side stick at the ledge as well.
See Impala doing that side light chase dodge and then read for reactions. This is game 1, so you're going to use it for a lot of information gathering.
Exactly, and this is speaking of information that has been gathered. Sandstorm picked up quite a bit of it from that first stock. Gonna get over to the spear, so now we're gonna get into decent gameplay again.
Yeah.
That was pretty close to not being that, as neutral sig just barely misses.
That is the payoff for the information. Hey, I sidelighted you before and you ended up taking to the skies. Well, the neutral signature is the perfect option there.
This is, I know we're in game 1 already, but I feel like this has the makings of what could be a classic set. This is incredibly close.
Beautiful punish.
That is 3 neutral airs in a row, but like you said earlier, that Apocalypse high blast on, and he catches him riding right through, collision course, and he gets the stock lead. That is a very borrowed time life that he has right now, but let's see how much he can get out of it.
All right, a little bit of extra credit. Those neutral lights. Oh, again, perfect punish against that down signature. And he's out of here. Final stock. This is just game 1 you were talking about. Yeah, we're going to go with the distance.
I hope we do. I feel like we deserve it as fans of how they've been playing. And my goodness, Impala then trying to catch the panic jump out too with the recovery, but now it's Sandstorm's turn, trying to go over. Doesn't get the pogo to get anything started, but the neutralites finding the mark. Neutralites into weapon toss follow-ups have been so on the money for Sandstorm against Impala.
Yeah, just that little bit of extra damage, but more so the mental damage that it does. Just kind of setting you on your heels.
And he just lined up an edge dart with that too. He pushed him right off stage, trying to get to neutralites again. This is an incredibly close to last stock here already. Misses out on the D-Sig. Not really a big punish from Impala. Looking for a potential recovery maybe. No, just kind of giving him that respect and letting him land.
Yeah, he's going to be looking for some sort of big purchase. You know, that neutral signature, the side signature, the down signature right at the end. That's twice in this game.
And you see it too, as soon as Sandstorm slightly hovered over to the left, oh, you misspaced the wall just by that much. You think that you outspaced me?
Oh, you're peeking?
Nope. Caught you peeking over the ledge. Now you're looking rather foolish, and that is, again, he just doesn't leave anything on the table. Here we go. Covers over,
that was beautiful.
Catches the burn, dodge. Actually, just that quick string in and of itself was clean, but he's going to hover over. Down underneath, and he was too far away. I think he second-guessed the idea that if he dropped, he might not be able to get safely down to the wall touch and might take a ground pound or have to worry about another attempt at that. And every once in a while, people make a mistake, and Impala is not one to do that in front of.
Yeah, I mean, he is going to capitalize on every single one.
I just realized Impala was 3 for 3 on signatures as well. Those 2 D-Sigs leading to KOs, and he's just been on the money. There was only one of them that barely missed a KO as well, that neutral sig on the left side of the stage before. So Impala is being very reserved rather than going for the slide cancel happy plays that we saw from BCX.
Yeah, that's a big thing, and Impala's definitely been controlling the neutral game here. He's been maximum charge on the chainsaw, and wouldn't you know, you're that far off stage, it's not like you're hitting it on stage. That's right at the corner. You're getting knocked
maximum
out.
overdrive, and he had to deal with all of that. And his mix-ups at the ledge have been so good because the fact that he held that, he got him on the spacing before with the D-Sig, and it just feels like Impala's ledge play is just that much stronger, which is crazy considering how good Sandstorm's ledge play has been all day.
Oh, yeah. Impala's just been getting him with the spacing on the D-Sig when he's got the bow, the timing on the D-Sig when he's got the spear.
I do like the fact that Sandstorm wasted no time as well, getting out there to go for the greatsword toss. A little bit of mistake on the weapon starve, so he was able to get back in with the spear, but doesn't matter. This is, again, even game. Oh, I just realized. Sandstorm was incredibly good earlier getting a lot of D-Light anti-airs. That's something that me and Toss were complimenting. I don't think I've seen a single one so far.
Yeah, he's been wanting to just kind of play that grounded game. He's been mostly consisting of the neutral lights and the down signatures. He's covering so much of that grounded space, and that is something that gave Impala a little bit of trouble in his previous set, where he was trying to use that bow down light, and it always got covered by a grounded threat. Yeah,
and that's actually another option. I mean, that one is off of the confirmed, so he could get the recovery, but Sandstorm was using a lot of jump over dares just as a quick poke with Greatsword earlier, and he's kind of been reserved on that more, but the Sair will be able to take it out here, tries to catch it with the D-Sig at the ledge, nothing really comes of it. Neutral lights maybe to get the poke, but he just misses even as the two go through, but the Sair actually still not enough.
Yeah, Impala touching the ground with the dive kick, but right into the trap, and Sandstorm pulls the trigger of the side air. Now he's got a very tenuous lead.
I think the only other time I can think of from last year that I saw like this high of a signature count be tossed out.
The side signature? Are you kidding me?
He barely ever goes for that.
You have to be so accurate with it.
He's so reserved with them, and he catches them just slipping. I don't even remember what I was saying before. Now we have him going for the D-Sigs and trying to build some damage back up, but Impala literally never lets him keep a lead for long.
Man, down light into neutral light, building that damage, building the lead. Just getting around all of these greatsword attacks. He's always at Sandstorm shoulder blades.
And Impala trying to send a message too. Remember, a lot of us before today, because of that historical unfavorable stat for people who won BCX moving into winters usually don't perform very well, many people didn't think that there'd be a 2P or even a retrip to the podium for Impala. That included chat and us. And Impala trying to say, y'all made a mistake, as he currently just barely missed that neutral sig to try and build a lead, and he still has a small lead right here.
Yeah, you see the movement kicking into that top gear once again. We saw it at the tail end of last set. We're seeing it here on Final Stock.
Here comes Weapon Toss in, trying to get the Nair. Oh, baits him, but he doesn't get the spacing on the side light. That was so good by Impala. But now Impala trying to find a Nair. I don't know if it'll KO here yet on Apocalypse, but any one of those will absolutely do it. He has to be careful of the D6 at the ledge.
You know Sandstorm's thinking about, that's why he spent that dodge right at the corner.
Oh, and Sandstorm, okay, I thought he still had access to the Greatsword. I figured he was going to start looking for Dare recovery pretty soon, but instead, Sair won't be enough. Going to drop off stage, going to go for another D-Sig at ledge. Weapon Toss out, and he catches him at the ledge, and he mixed him up. Weapon Toss made it look like he had a gap momentarily, but the swiftness of that pickup into the D-Sig definitely tripped up Impala as he came up to the ledge.
That's one of the coolest Arcadia-specific things that I've seen in a while, and I'm going to tell you why. Because normally, there's such a long cooldown on like any trap or projectile-style signature where you can't do them back-to-back. If you press that, you'll just kind of get like a dead input. Nothing's going to happen because, hey, you used that cloud, it dissipated too soon after, so you got to wait like a full second almost. He was able to do that because they are separate attacks. The down sig on the spear and the down sig on the greatsword are different attacks. So he did it on the spear and then picked up the greatsword, was able to do it so much faster than you can in any other situation. And you only get that when the weapon drop is right on top of you.
It was literally... That's protagonist privilege, bro. That's all I'm going to say. Like, plot armor couldn't have been better for him in that moment. And the swiftness for Sandstorm to recognize that as soon as it showed up and go for that mix-up. And that prevented what was about to be a 2-0 lead for Impala.
Yeah, that is just absolutely insane situational awareness.
And, like, you don't get to this point of winning. Without plays like this as well. Is he going to be able to go out there and close it out? Sweat beats come through. Impala going for the high recovery to get around it. Doesn't take too much after that, but that was still an incredibly good push there from Sandstorm to start off Game 3.
Oh, Impala taking some of that neutral light into weapon toss energy. able to hit Sandstorm with it into so many unanswered attacks.
Love when players start doing that. It's that anything you can do. Oh, slide cancel, neutral, sick.
It did disarm him.
To it. Oh, it did disarm. Actually, good point on that. But still, I'm kind of upset that didn't KO. It looks so cool when it lands. But right now, they have just been going back and forth. Still no knockout just yet. One good finisher at the ledge. Actually, Side Air probably just does it here on Greatsword. So Impala has to be careful.
Oh my gosh.
And as soon as he saw that dodge burned, checkmate.
This is the mix-up, all right? Sandstorm was using those down signatures to such great effect throughout this tournament. Then Impala was punishing them very consistently throughout Game 1. That's where he took the victory. And now Sandstorm has the rock to that paper, where he's using that neutral signature. Hey, you're going to try and get up over my traps? Well, I'm just going to cover the skies instead.
There cannot be a greater compliment to the growth and strength of how Impala is not only able to get that championship, but also just consistently perform well, as what we're seeing here against Sandstorm with prep time. He actually put some time into this beforehand.
Oh, yeah.
Most people would not be having a good time, but Impala's right there step by step the entire way with Sandstorm so far in this set.
Now setting up the edge guard, a slight damage lead in Impala's favor. He gets back up on stage, now just trying to jockey for position against Sandstorm. There it is, the juggle, not able to catch the landing.
Sandstorm trying to get out there to get that D-Sig into Sarah, but doesn't find it. However, Pogo comes through his first attempt at it in a while. D-Sig does not find his mark either. Neutralite setting the back off though, and he gets the immediate jump call with the Sarah. Weapon toss down. Is he going to be able to get by just yet? Impala is unarmed, and he's struggling quite a bit to get back on.
Man, the damage gap has been completely deleted. That ground pound almost knocking out Sandstorm from center stage.
Impala just trying to close it out here. Go for a nair, anti-air, or air option. That Sarah might be enough, and that is going to be enough as Impala takes back the lead. But as we said before, these leads are just ever so long because they keep evening up the last stocks. Like it feels like every stock that they take is last stock of the game. They're playing that stressed out as we see an anti-air come in, and Sandstorm takes no damage. Once again, game number 3, one stock apiece.
Yeah, it's almost like they're not exactly racing against each other, but racing against each other in a three-legged race. You can only get so far in front.
I feel like at this point it's like, nah, they're in like that, like the derby. They're at the drag race. They both lined up and they're both hitting the gas pedal. But once one pulls ahead, they intentionally kind of pull back as the other one sneaks back in front of them, and they keep doing that. I'm telling you, we're watching an intentional movie. They're doing this on purpose so we can have a fun time.
Maximum drama.
I love it. We have an attempt at the D-Sig, but catches him on a stuffed recovery. Doesn't really get too much else after that, though. I think, honestly, because I don't think anybody expected that trade-off.
Yeah, Sandstorm was not expecting to hit right at the tail end there. He was like, all right, he's over it. We need to go on to the next thing.
Sandstorm back on the Greatsword. Hasn't really been to get too many combo finishers, but it doesn't matter because he's been finding the D6 anyways. So he's still finding his follow-ups into Sarah. And he's been pretty on point with finding Dare Recovery as well, which it looks like he's kind of hunting for now.
Yeah, just wants some strong hit to seal the deal. You see the side air, you see the recoveries, knocking him off stage, sets up the traps. And Impala, once again, just up and over.
Impala has been incredibly calm in those positions. Impala going for it all. That's a big whiff punish, but it won't be enough just yet. Does he go for the recovery on the play? Decides to weapon toss down to keep Sandstorm grounded.
Neutral air, neutral light. Throw the juggle.
Oh, that recovery just missed. Sandstorm trying to catch him at the ledge to get the D-Sig. Just misses out on the punish. He does not get the KO there either, but one neutral air probably takes it.
They're both hunting for the knockout. So incredibly hard here right now.
Oh my god, Sandstorm finally makes a mistake, but he still does not go down yet. That one will do it though, as Impala moves up 2-1 in the set. Finally, one of those gets the job done, but Sandstorm was just barely living on this Apocalypse High Blast on multiple times, and we are in a similar position earlier to we are looking at what is probably going to move towards a Game 5, but Impala has struck in first and tries to get it.
Man, absolutely. Just look at the control that they've had over the course of this match. Over 600 damage for both of them because they were controlling the neutral space on stage so much.
31 signatures from Sandstorm. 20% of that hit from how much he's been tossing out that D-Sig and company at the ledge. Not even just that, the slide cancel neutral sigs were on the money, but Impala... 4, but it was 25% accuracy, so he only got the 1, but that one that mattered got him a stock earlier, and his ability to play clutch on the bow is so good from Impala when he needs it at the right moments, and it is so frightening on last stock when he has it.
Ooh, look at him now spacing those down lights so that way he doesn't jump into the trap, but snipes through it. It does have just enough distance to be able to make that work.
Impala already starting off the stock very strong here with this bow. He's going to see a weapon toss away over to the spear. Not really liking the matchup of that greatsword at the moment. Looking for a potential maybe sidelight starter or actually just neutral lights. Weapon toss over. No, actually a little bit too far over to the ledge. Not really worth making an attempt on that one.
Yeah, you see he's setting it up. Oh, gets caught in that one. And once again, Sandstorm now actually capitalizing off of these.
That one not dropped, not missing out on that D-Light into GC D-Light Sair. Sandstorm has been really accurate now. Remember earlier while I was worried, I haven't seen many D-Lights coming out of Sandstorm, even though he's been getting the job done. Before, he was incredibly accurate with it. Now it seems like he's starting to warm up a bit. That's still not enough just yet.
Yeah, I mean, they were so far into center stage. He just had a ton of distance to cover.
Impala trying to trip him up, go off stage. That's going to give him access to the weapon, get over to the spear. Trying to build some damage up while he can. Going for a reversal.
That's
but
interesting.
Good spacing.
Now, because Impala's been so good, especially when Sandstorm has the spear, knowing that you're going up into the air with it, so I can just get a jump-in punish on you. He actually gravity canceled that one to put himself a little bit higher. It's that just the twist on the rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, just the fact that Impala waited just that much, knowing he'd swing at a disadvantage like that, and just confirming on the punish afterwards. That's that similar position we saw earlier, like with Meg D, where his patience has been working, but his patience is working again here. He's holding a lead. This is a big opportunity for Sandstorm. He's got to build up some damage on the side, which Impala once again sneaks right through.
Sets up the juggle. Ooh, even through the weapon toss, able to snipe.
Sandstorm getting over, trying to go for a starter. Doesn't really go for any, again, he's not really going for any big, like, any combo starters at all. He just goes for a single hit, gets data, and then looks to see what he could get out later. D-Sig doesn't find his mark. Going off stage finally for a dare attempt. Sider finds his mark. Weapon toss through, gets, no, he misses the ground pound.
In similar fashion to what we saw happen to Luna earlier, that slide kick ground pound in these higher pressure situations, it's not easy to hit. You can overshoot it, you can undershoot it. There's just a lot of nuance to it.
This is, actually Sandstorm looked like he intentionally went for a ground pound whiff to try and get Impala to jump earlier so he could get a punish on him. Nothing really comes off of it though. D-Sig at the ledge, misses out as well again, and Impala just trying to, I think if Impala could get any extra damage for free, it's definitely here on this bow with the second stock.
Ooh, a little bit of a tag against the signature, but that's all he's going to get. Sandstorm in the yellow, Impala on a fresh stock, but we've seen that doesn't amount to much.
Yeah, shades of the beginning of the day. It literally went down to game 4 last stock where Sandstorm was able to clutch it out and get back into the set because Impala was almost about to beat him 3-1 earlier, but now game 4 once again. Will Impala stop that from happening? And so far, it's working.
I mean, he just needs one strong hit. I know Sandstorm's got the potential. Stuffed recovery. Here's the chance. Managed to get the wall touch back on the ground. Wait, no, that was Sweatbeats. He's out of here. Impala takes the victory in the run back. 3-1.
Impala not letting the double elimination happen to him from the hands of the Sandstorm himself. Instead, the Blizzard has come through here in Winter Championships to stop that storm, and he will now have a trip to 4th at minimum, but one match closer to getting that trip out here to that Royale.
Man, what a set.
That was
what
phenomenal.
An absolute treat that we got to see them play earlier in the day. We got to see the run back here with the adjustments. I'm just so overjoyed.
Yeah, and also kudos to Impala for being one of the few people who, A, has not only been able to not let the championship curse kind of wear through, but to be able to do it against someone to the caliber of Sandstorm, even with the fact that he hasn't been performing as strong as we're normally used to seeing. He looked very, very good today and stopped him from getting the double elim. Still not out of the tournament yet. Already has beaten Luna recently, so the likelihood that the podium finish is not only it's not impossible, but the likelihood that he can